You know, Jesus worked many miracles during his life, particularly his time of ministry. And I think he did this because it gave him an opportunity to teach us the joys of his gospel. The miracle of the multiplication of the loaves and fishes in our gospel today. In that, Jesus introduces us into the joy of sharing. Sharing, you say? A joy? Yes, sharing, the joy of sharing. Have you ever noticed each time in all of the Gospels that Jesus feeds a large number of people, the first thing he does is to ask the disciples what they have. And the first thing that the disciples respond with is either, "We have nothing," or "very little." The disciples always seem to focus on what's not. But Jesus focuses on what's available. In our gospel today, the first thing Jesus asks as he sees the crowd coming, he turns to Philip and he says, "Where can we get the food to feed them?" And Philip says, "There isn't enough money to buy food to feed these people." And then Andrew chimes in and says, "Well, we got this young lad here, and he's got 5 barley loaves and 2 fish, but what good is that?" Again, the disciples focus on what's not, but Jesus focuses on what's available. And the rest becomes history. So what's the point here? What am I trying to say? Well, when Jesus feeds people, when a miracle takes place, he's always working with what's available, what someone is willing to share. When Jesus heals people, he always asks them or always asks what they want, what they need. And then because of their faith, or the faith of some friends who have brought them there, or the faith of their community with which they live in, Jesus takes that faith and a miracle happens. That's the joy of the gospel that Jesus invites us into. Jesus is always willing to take what we have. He doesn't multiply loaves and fishes out of nothing. He doesn't create food out of nothing. He creates it out of what we have. And in taking what's available, the miracle happens. People are fed. Everyone is fed. Jesus is about taking what is possible and doing the impossible. So perhaps the challenge of our gospel today is, what do we bring to the table? What are we willing to share to allow God to make the impossible possible?